Hey everyone, it's Solomon here. In this video I'm going to commentate a recent world record I got, namely my Jump Aurora V2 map world record as Soldier. So there's actually a funny story behind this record. On the 23rd of April, like 7 days before I seized the victory royale, so to speak, um, it was a day like any other, right? But at around 9 p.m. I came down with a sore throat and some nasal congestion, and I'm going, oh man, this isn't good. I'm living with a bunch of people currently infected with COVID-19, and at the time I thought I had been dodging it successfully, but it turned out not. So I'm like, I'm coming down with COVID-19. And sure enough, I was infected. And as a result, I didn't have the will to do anything intellectually or physically demanding. So I figured it would be a perfect time to just turn my brain off and grind for a world record in TF2 jump, which in retrospect may not have been a great idea because speedrunning can be fairly stressful. Oh, just as an aside, that strat, where I do those two bounces in a row, that was thought of by a Swedish jumper who goes by the username of Ontkaja, and he was very generous with me, and he went out of his way to look for strats, and he told me about that one. So massive shout out to him. He made it a lot easier to get the record, but at the same time, he made it a lot more hellish for me because that is not a fun strat to try and hit. Okay, where was I? I was talking about how speedrunning is stressful. Yeah. Um, your body demands recovery when you're sick, and uh, stress is antithetical to recovery. So it mightn't have been wise of me to subject myself to so much of this speedrunning induced stress while being infected with COVID-19. And honestly, like, that stress is a big part of the reason why I don't grind for records more often. Because, like, I'm trying to progress in the gym, and the stress I impose from training demands recovery as well. So it's a question of, like, what do I want to allocate my recovery resources to? Do I want to, be a good speedrunner at TF2 jump, or do I want to progress in the gym? Perhaps if you'd asked me this question when I was 15, perhaps I would have preferenced the former thing, but these days I strongly preference the latter option. I want to be progressing in the gym, and I don't want speedrunning to stand between me and that goal. Not too much, at least. So as for my infection, I recovered amazingly, and I honestly attribute that amazing recovery to having been triple vaccinated. Um, and by the way, please don't construe that as a call for you to get vaccinated yourself. Honestly, I don't really care what you do. Um, and, I know that anecdotal evidence doesn't really count for anything, but that was my experience with COVID. I'm fully recovered, and shortly after getting infected, I got back in the weight room and smashed out some new PRs. I bench press 100 kilos for 10 reps, for instance, and that's on my channel if you want to check it out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. All the best. Talk to you next time. More content on the way. Peace.